Hi everyone, welcome to the Schwowin's Nest. My name is Sandra if you're new to my channel. If you are, please feel free to click that red subscribe button. It's absolutely free. There's no strings attached. Also, I'd love for you to like, comment, and share my video. If you're a current subscriber, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Today I am bringing to you another trash to treasure farmhouse style DIY project. This is a frame that I created over a year and a half ago. It was part of a bridal shower that I put on for my now daughter-in-law, and I've decided, because it's a really nice size, it's about a 12 by 16, I was going to repurpose this and make it into a nice serving tray. When you're doing trash to treasure projects, it's always a really good idea to do some prep before you actually start painting. So here I'm just removing the sawtooth hanger because I'm not going to need that anymore. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my sanding block and do some light sanding just to get rid of some of the imperfections and some of the original paint that was there. Using my linen white Rust-Oleum chalk paint, I'm going to give this 2 nice coats, making sure that they're nice and dry in between. No trash to treasure project would be complete without doing some type of distressing. So I am going to take some Rust-Oleum Country Gray chalk paint, which is a darker gray paint, and I'm going to dry brush the top and sides of this frame. Now, unfortunately, I did forget to turn my camera on when I was doing this part, so if you do want to see how I do my dry brushing technique to distress items, I will link a video for you here so you can go ahead and take a look at that. While the paint is drying, I'm going to go out to my garage and spray paint some old hardware that I saved from a cedar chest that ended up in the garbage. It wasn't any good anymore, but I decided to keep all of the hardware. Everything's dry, so before I go and do some assembly of this frame or tray, I'm going to drill the holes for the handles. So these handles have some screws that should be going underneath and through because they were drawer pulls, but I don't want to be able to have that big screw underneath the frame because it might scratch some surfaces because this is being used as a tray. So I'm going to go ahead and drill some holes and then put my weld bond glue in and just have the handles glued into the holes. I'm then going to create a template for the lettering that I want to put on the glass. So this piece of paper is the same size as the glass, and I'm just drawing 2 lines, one at the top, one at the bottom, so I can make sure that my lettering stays inside these 2 lines and then will be nice and centered on the tray. So on this paper, I'm going to use it as a template. I'm going to put Home Sweet Home. The first home is going to be in the left-hand top corner. The suite will be right smack in the middle, and then the other home will be on the bottom right corner. And what I'm going to do after this is flip the paper over and then trace the letters on the back side. I'm going to lay the glass from the frame right on top and make sure that it's centered, and then tape it in place so it doesn't move around while I'm painting. Using a Craft Smart oil-based pen that I picked up at Michael's using a 50% off coupon, I'm going to start outlining the letters. You may be wondering why I'm going to be outlining the letters backwards, and the reason is I want the ink to be on the inside of the frame and not the outside of the frame, because I'm going to be using this as a tray, so I don't want the lettering to scrape off or get wet. Once the outline of the letters is complete, I'm going to go back over them and create some thickness and also add a little bit of accents to some of the letters. I always add my thickness to the down slope of letters. So for example, I'm doing the O right now and I'm going thicker where I go down, and then I'm going to leave it thinner on the way up. If you've been watching some of my videos, you'll see that I am somewhat addicted to buffalo plaid, especially in these gray tones. So I've decided to take a piece of fabric and cover up the backing of this frame, and then that will be the base for the tray. I'm going to use Mod Podge to glue the fabric on top of the cardboard, but I'm not going to do a second layer of Mod Podge on the top of the fabric because I don't want it to stick to the glass part of the frame. To lay down the fabric, I want to make sure I don't get any bubbles in it. So I'm going to start at the very top and place it down, and then very gently glue it down by just smoothing the fabric with my hand. I'm going to use this Weld Bond white glue to glue on a piece of contact paper. This is on the back of the frame, and because it's going to be the bottom of the tray, I wanted it to be one piece, and I don't want any of the rough areas of the frame to scratch any surfaces. I did try to put some foam core board on the back of it, but I didn't like how you could see the foam core board underneath the tray even when it was set on a table, and it has those foam edges, and I just didn't like the unfinished look. So what I've decided to do is take this contact paper, but I'm not going to peel the backing off. Once I was finished putting this on, I did put some heavy objects on top of the frame just until the glue dried so it would all stick very well. So applying the handles is the last piece of this puzzle, and because I had previously drilled the holes, I'm now ready to put the glue in the holes and insert the handles. I'm going to make sure that I put a good amount of this glue in, and I'm also going to use a little dowel to make sure that all of the areas of the hole have some glue on them, because that will ensure a good bond with the glue and the handles. Once I insert the handles into the holes, I'm going to use a good amount of pressure to make sure that the handles are pushed as deep as they can go into the holes. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click the bell to get notified when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching.